Everyone, welcome to a new video from me. Beast is my name, and today in that video I wanna talk about champions of Olympia and give you some tips and tricks what could be help you maybe to get a higher rank. Alright, so the first point what I want to talk here about is actually important, but I see so many players, especially in the lower elos, in the lower high ranks, which have it not correct. And what I'm talking here about are the skills. It's the skills setup, and for example, if you play one inf march and two calf march like I do, it's not worth to go for the calf skill tree or for the infantry skill tree, because you lose a lot of value buffs, you know. Of course you can, for example, go here for all your troops gain 40% increased attack and 15% damage for 60 seconds, but it's more worse when the mix, for example, here you get 60% increased attack and 20% increased damage, and your skills here also are for mixed marches, you know. For example, the guidance of the light, where your troops get a 5% boost for attack, defense, and health, and that stacks up with every mix troop march. So, example, if you have 3 different troop types, troop marches, then you get here from that skill 15% on all your marches. And on top of that, for example, you can give, before you give your own marches that buff, your allies the buffs, you know. And that is a important thing, and I see it so many times where players don't have the correct skills tree for their marches. And yeah, so if you go full in, full calf, full archer, when you go for one of these, and if you have multiple troop types in your lineup, when you go for the mix skill tree, it just makes more sense, you know, because you just lose a lot of buffs if you go with mixed marches for one of these trees. Right, let's jump to the second point. Okay, and the second point what I want to talk about is the current meta. And that is really important for, especially in the higher ranks. We can have, for example, look on my matches, and where we're gonna see here 3 full inf, and they destroyed us in that match. 1, 2, 3 full inf, and they destroyed us, you know. It is really the meta for inf marches at the moment, plus mix marches. And the key behind that is just actually basically easy, what I'm talking. Because you go for, if you have here the infantry troop, you have here the skill counter offensive. And the selected infantry troop under your command deals skill-based counter-attack damage. Damage factor 500 upon taking skill damage from an enemy for the next 20 seconds. And that will have a cooldown from 40 seconds. If you go then also with lead the charge, and you put both of them, for example, on your max charge, the counter-attack damage is insane. Like, your marches just get melted down. And then if you have also the buff, here the guidance of the light buff, where you get 15% attack, defense, and health on that marches, then it's just insane. And you saw it also in the last live stream, that like 3 inf marches almost destroyed 6 marches on his own. And it's not a single match It's the current meta. You can see it in the rankings where when you go on the current top player, and where you see mixed marches, he for inf, you will not see that many cav or archer player here at the top. Maybe some of them will be here, but you will mostly see infantry, and here and there some people who play mixed marches. Mixed marches here. You know, and that is just the meta. Inf and mixed marches. Look at that. Look at that. How they destroy with that. The matches. It's insane. So yeah, to have here at the top players also always a look. That you know the current meta can help you to climb in the rankings, especially when you are in the lower ranks and you are a 3-year-old player. You have all the old commanders expertise like Charles, and has also a lot of new commanders expertise, Season of Conquest commanders expertise, and you can do 3-4 inf marches. Then you just go with that preset lineup. You go with infantry skill, you go with boots on the ground, for example, or you can also go with shock and wave. But what you here go is the counter offensive and lead the charge, and the counter attack damage will be insane. Trust me, it will be insane. Okay, for the third point, we're gonna jump into a match and have a directly view from match. So I would say I'm gonna skip the match making and see you then back in the game. Here is the example what I said at the beginning. VK Groot have 2 cav marches and 1 infantry, but having the cav skill tree. So actually he waits for 1 full march buffs. Alright guys, so the third point what I want to tell you here is that you have a look where your teammates are going. Okay, so for example, I see now here 2 players are going mid, 1 player is going top. I go with him top, and 1 player unfortunately is AFK. So why do I say that you need to look, especially when you play solo, where your teammates are going? That is just for the point that you don't stack up all at the same flag, you know. So you know, here we have now 1 player, in the mid is 1 player, we have at the top 2 holding the flag, and with that we have at multiple places our players, you know. So for example, if I would be now mid and fight fair for the chief, we would have lost here the top flag, but now we hold it. We also have still 1 player at the chief, as actually 2 players here. We still have here a player, he is winning at the bot, the 1 vs 1. So easy. Yeah, sure, we are now a little bit behind with the points, because like they got more points from the chief, sure. But we got now the buff, and we should holding 3 flags soon, actually. Yeah, now here we're getting the 3rd flag. Maybe we're getting here also the flag. And yeah. The point number 4, what I want to tell you here, you can directly see it. When, it doesn't matter which side, when here, you see here that someone marching to the flag. And why you can see it? Because he is sending his marches directly on the flag. So you don't need to see the marches like that now. You just can see the lines when someone walks directly on the flag. And with that move, you can actually see where people are going then. And you saw like 6 marches going to there, and I saw now, okay, they're going there. And with that move, you can in team ranks actually make good moves. You know, in solo it will have not that hard impact. Sure, you can maybe destroy some of their move or like going there fast and holding the flag, sure. But for team rankings, for players who play in teams that game mode, is that a really important point, because like now we might gonna lose it. Now use March speed, so maybe I get catch up. Yeah, so like if you play in a team that game mode, and you see March is going there, then you can coordinate with your teammates that fast and try to kill the marches which are going to the flag or holding the flag then. And all that can happen just because you saw that the players walking to that flag. And why you saw it? Because they have walked like that on the flag and not like that. Because like if you walk like that to the flag, your enemies cannot see that you're walking to that flag. You saw it, no? Someone walked to the flag, but not directly on the flag, and I didn't saw them the march, the lines. I'm gonna lose that maybe here, but my teammate is on the way, so I just we're gonna win here. Nice. Nice. Yeah. And the tip number 5, what I want to tell you here directly now is that you have a look on your March setup. Trust me. Trust me. I say it because of a reason. Of course, in the higher elos, you will not have that problem with teammates who are having wrong troop marches, troop pairs. But in the low elo, you have that problem a lot. And if you are now one of the players who don't care that much about how his marches are looking, which commander he pair with who, but you still want to rank up, then trust me, you need to have a better look on that. Because you will not win matches if you have troop pairments, for example, with Alex and Nevsky. Trust me, I saw a march like that. Alex, Nevsky. I saw it in that game mode. And yeah, we're gonna lose here, so I'm gonna run away. It makes no sense to fight there. I'm trying to go back here to that flag. You see? No one is there, and you see the lines. Yeah, so you have a look on your two pairments, who you pair with who, and trust me, it will have a good impact. Like, for example, how would be your pairments on the KVK map, where you would also not pair the Alex with the Nevsky, right? It just make marches how you would make them also in the KVK fight. And you will see you will have better fights. You will have more kills. Okay. I mean, yeah, it sounds now like why you telling us that tips? It's so easy. Everyone should know them, but that's the point. Not everyone knowing them, especially in the low elos, and these people in the lower elos are wondering why we can't rank up, why we stuck in silver, in copper, in iron, or whichever rank you are. And that are some of them. And I was also like at the beginning of the game mode, why I'm not ranking up. what are my mistakes, and over the time, what I saw in the matches, for example, with the lines on directly on the flag, it's a simple thing, but it can have a strong impact. And yeah, so if you want to rank up and you didn't follow these tips, then try to follow next week these tips, and maybe it helps you then to rank up to the rank where you what you want to get. And yeah, that was it basically. Yeah, nothing crazy, I know. But yeah, I would not making these tips if I would have not do the same mistakes, and if I would have not see the last week still these mistakes in the lower elos. And it seems like that a lot of people don't know it, or maybe also don't care about it. I can not know it, but for the people who don't know maybe these tips, and if you're gonna see then this video here now, and I hope you are gonna win more matches with these tips, and hope you're gonna get a high rank what you want to get. Also that you can get then more rewards from the Champions of Olympia shop. And yeah. Alright guys, that was it basically with the video. I hope you have enjoyed. Let me know in the comment if you have more tips, if you have more tips for Champions of Olympia, or if you have also feedback for me what I can make better in my videos. And yeah, I'm gonna read every comment and appreciate your support. Thanks for your watching until that point here, and have a good start into the next week. And we're gonna see us then on Wednesday when the level 7 pass in my KVK open, and trust me, that's gonna be a massive KVK that fight. And yeah, hope to see you then in that live stream. Alright guys, see ya.